This was a pleasure.
This is when we pan out and we're talking.
So, welcome to this video. Basically, what I'm gonna be doing is watching Coraline.
Caroline.
This is probably gonna be my favorite video. Because it's also gonna be with my best friend as well. But anyway, welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget to like and all that shit. I'm gonna start off this video with a new segment on my channel called Sully Seems Crazy. I just show off the fact that I'm like a seamstress.
Charlie! That is the most relatable thing you've ever done!
Hope you enjoy that too. But anyways, yeah, let's get straight into it. Hey y'all, welcome to today's class of Sewing 101. I'm gonna be your teacher, Mike Hunt. Yes, that is Mike Hunt. So we've got this tank dress type thing and I don't like it. So what we're gonna do is, oh yeah, with my sewing machine, what we're gonna do is we're gonna crop it. We're gonna crop it so that we're left with these two pieces of material, right? You got the top bit and you got the bottom bit. The bottom bit we are going to make into a hood for the top bit. So what I'm doing here is I am leaving a gap and sewing along the top, because if you don't do that, what's going to happen here, as you can see in this diagram, is it's going to fray until you got none left. Next, what I'm doing is I'm taking the hood bit and I am cutting one of the sides. Okay, I am cutting one of the sides, right? And then we're going to be left with something that looks like that. Okay, all following. And then we're going to turn it inside out, as you can see right there, inside out. Okay, and we are going to sew along the bit that we cropped, not the bit that we cut, the bit that we cropped. And I thought I could do this with my sewing machine, but that almost broke, so I'm just going to have to hand sew the rest. I've got my yarn needle right here, and I've got my yarn and I'm just sewing away. Okay, how I do this, how I sew, hand sew, is basically I just stick it through one of the corners, leave a little bit at the end, and then I tie those two bits together. Okay, on either side of the fabric, just tie them together a few times, get nice and secure. You know, are we all following? Because I'm not moving on unless we're following. Anyway, all I do now is I take it through, create a loop, and I pull. So basically what you're pretty much doing with sewing is just making knots. You're making knot after knot after knot. Anyway, what you're going to be left with this kind of hood looking thing. You've got the two red bits is the bit that we cut, and then the yellow bit is the bit that we cropped and then sewed together. Okay, all following? Okay. So we're going to take all our fabric, the top and everything, cut it inside out, and we're going to take the middle bit of the hood, right, and the middle bit of the back of our tank top. Yeah, we've got a student being a little bit of a spotlight hog. Okay, we're gonna love spotlight hog. Oh my god. Okay, can we move on please? Yeah, so what we're doing here is we are sewing the hood to the back of the tank top, and what I like to do is I like to take it in steps. I like to get the middle, I like to sew it like I start at the middle and then I sew each side separately. What you're going to do here is, because the hood is very long, the material, we're going to have to gather it. So we make a loop, we fold the loop over to the part that we're about to sew, and we sew the three bits of material together, okay? Because this is what we want our hood to look like. We don't want, basically we're gathering because, you'll see when it comes up here, we don't want the hoods to overlap too much. Okay, it's okay if they overlap a little, but we don't want them to overlap too much, because you know it'll just look ugly. So that's why we gather, so that we make the length of the hood shorter so that it doesn't overlap. Okay, now we're turning it back inside out to the right side, and look at those seams. As you can see here, I overlapped a little bit, but see, as you can see, it's okay if you overlap a little bit. If you overlap too much, it'll look a bit crazy. But anyways, I know you guys are just bursting to watch Coraline, so I will leave you alone with this, okay? And we will get back to the video. It's raining. I think that's nice. That means I can wear my yellow raincoat.
Don't you dare disobey me, Coraline!
Hey y'all, I am back. I'm glad to see none of you guys have skipped class after lunch. Okay, nice to see you're back in class. But anyway, we are back, and I am doing my mic art.
You're bald.
And listening to like I don't know why, but I was listening to like my sad song playlist for some reason. I just felt that, not really sad, it's just like slow, smooth songs, but I like to call that sad songs. I don't know why. They're usually sad. But anyway, I'm probably like such an idiot doing that, but what I'm trying to do is I'm like trying to shield the light from like shield the light so I can see what the fuck I'm doing, so that I make sure that my eyes are like even. But anyway, all I'm doing is like a smoky eye with like eye pencil and that stuff. Try and guess what song I'm listening to there. Try and guess. Oh. Okay. It's not really that song, but like, okay. Got it wrong. You got it wrong. Yeah. But anyways, then I'm just doing mascara. All circuits are busy. Goodbye. All orange. Do you know where that's from? This is how I disobey. This is I not gonna lie, but I actually, for some reason, in this like lighting or whatever, I look so good. My song. This is my song. Shop. Oh. Oh my god. Stop. I'm not crying. That song gives me we can't talk about it. Shut up. Anyway, I feel so pretty here. I'm actually gonna start bawling. But yeah, I love it so much when I feel like I love feeling pretty. I love feeling pretty. Oh my god, he's so pretty. You look so pretty. This is what the top turned out, by the way, the tank top. This is how it looks. Does it look good, guys? Tell me on your eyes. But probably. Hi guys, this is the finished look. I'm probably gonna maybe put some rings on. I might do my nails when I get there, I don't know. But anyway, and I'll see you guys like when I get outside and I get there. Oh, here guys. But yeah, it's like 1:30, so I have to go. But I can't! Oh my! I'm going to. I'm gonna get going now because I need to go. So I'll see you guys when I get in town. See you guys later. Oh wait. What the fuck? Should I curl my eyelashes? Hello. Arrived in town and I'm in TK Maxx. I'll film a bit in there to show you guys the shop. And I'm gonna see my friend in a bit. And I might or a bit. Oh fuck!
Homosexual.
Cleo! Why would you do that? I'm gonna turn into a Malay! I'm gonna turn into a Malay!
Hey Mike, let's do something crazy.
Oh fuck! said that to the camera.
So that's the tea.
Anyway, okay. This is my friend Heather. This is my tattoo artist friend Heather. Yes, Heather. Oh yeah, she's Bella Swan, never mind. Anyway, so this is her tattoo studio. It is gorgeous. As you can see, she has a problem.
What is that, bro?
Yeah, if you could just like move that one forward so I can see the next one. And another one. Sir Edward's. Is it Edward Swan or is it Edward Cullen? Like who took whose name?
Edward Cullen.
After they married.
Bella Swan, and then they got married.
And then it was Bella Cullen? Or is it still Bella Swan?
I don't actually know. I'm a fake fan.
Oh! What is this?
That is Machine Heads.
And
Oh, she's a heavy metal fan.
That's true, so funny.
Am I a Nicki fan? Oh, what is that?
That's the same.
Did you have this like actually made?
I painted that myself.
Oh! You painted that?
Yeah,
this
but
is her.
TikTok will be making it.
Crazy! This is her handle on Instagram, 𝖕𝖊𝖑𝖊𝖑. Why don't you tell the fans? Why don't you tell the folks at home the story behind 𝖕𝖊𝖑𝖊𝖑?
So, my biggest fear is vomiting, and it's been like that all my life, and I couldn't think of an Instagram name, and I was like, and I was feeling kind of sick, and then I was getting rage, and I was like, you know, I felt sick my whole life, I'm so angry, I'm scared of it.
Scared of it? 𝖕𝖊𝖑𝖊𝖑.
So that's just how it
That's the tea, and that's the tea. Yeah. And I'm like sweating, so I'm gonna take my bags off for 2 seconds.
Name something that might be curvy.
me.
I don't mind sweating so much. It's really hot and sweaty down here. Yeah, this jacket is the one that Bella Swan wears in the movie.
Oh, of course, because she's Bella Swan! Have you started watching H2O yet?
I was about to the other day and then I didn't.
Cut the cameras.
She's not watched H2O, but I'm trying to get her hooked. And she's trying to get me hooked on Twilight, but spoiler alert, I'm already hooked. I'm not joking, bitch. I think it was the first one. I watched the first.
You know the scene where she comes into the biology lab and Edward's like,
yeah, and he's like,
yeah, well the top that she's wearing.
because she smells good though, isn't it? It's because she smells like
You know,
blood.
I actually have a theory.
She shot herself.
She's on her period.
Oh my god.
And that's why he was like, because it's like right there, like the blood is there. He's like,
Yeah.
so I think
He's
that's
like, tampon.
yes. So the top that she's wearing in that scene, I want eBay for £400, and I was like, no, I didn't get that one. Well, I found it on Depop for like $70, and I was like, that's mine.
The amount of clothing I have looked through in my wardrobe and been like, this is Twilight, this gives Twilight, she needs it. And then been like, here girl. Because the amount of money you spend trying to look like Twilight.
I can't help it.
It is crazy.
What is wrong with you? Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at this, it's because she loves me.
Show me to me, please.
Rachel! Is this the whole H&M experience, I was like, oh my god, I need to leave. You have zero idea what we're gonna do. But we're gonna find out. And I showed my mom a picture and I was like, does she or does she not look like a mermaid? My mom was like, yeah.
So these are like...
Show the camera? Yeah. She's like, she's eating the chips. chicken like a chipmunk.
Why did they do that to her? Oh, it looks really scary on camera.
That camera's like 4K. It does me so dirty. It makes me look so bad.
Oh fuck! There's the top!
Oh! Wait!
That is the fucking top!
Did you show the camera the top that you're getting?
No, I didn't. I need to show
look
it
at
in a
this
wee
top.
second. That's the top.
Crazy. Those are the exact same top.
I love it. Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Do you want to be on the video?
I will.
Me. I found that.
You and I.
Wait a damn minute.
Me. It's so real. Oh god, right. £4.60 something.
That's not bad.
So they probably, the poor person must have.
And
I love it, 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 I love it.
I love it, I love it. Oh!
Let's talk about it ever since.
We're gonna get going.
Detail on that.
What are the plans?
That's actually making me angry now. That's £8
For what?
a watering can.
Hello. Oh my god, are these like houses for cats? Or maybe they're not, I don't know. Is that stupid? It looks like a cat house.
These are so good, by the way.
What is that?
They're like chewy sweets.
Are you tapioca or are you popping balls with your bum?
Balls.
Hey. Oh, I love these. It's just the bubbles. The popping balls. Peach, passion fruit, lychee. Oh, lychee's apparently good for you as well. My little sister's gonna see that they have all these and she's gonna whoop my ass once this video goes up and she sees it. Chia seeds, they like expand in your stomach and fill you up so that you basically don't have to eat.
That's kind of scary.
It's like Ozempic.
Any tea that isn't regular tea.
Oh, like Tetley?
Yes.
If it's no Tetley tea, I'm not having it. Honestly, honest to God, I just can't have it if it's not Tetley. Cutting boards that have been like cut straight from a tree.
Oh yeah.
That gives me like forest vibes. I'm gonna have that in my cottage.
What is this? You know what I used to do when I was a kid in the supermarkets? I used to, you know how like the balls of mozzarella you get in the little packet? It's like, yeah, and I used to go in and I used to squash them up until it was nothing and then I would leave.
A menace. Starts crying.
It's actually falling on me, what the hell?
Oh.
I like that because it looks like bogies.
What?
Bogies.
Oh, hands. We were in a charity shop and this little girl was like, there was like a bedroom like area and this little girl was like, Daddy, is this a bedroom? And I was like, what are you doing in my bedroom? Maybe that's why you like eating meaty chicken and rice calcium bones.
Damn.
Oh my god! That's literally me because I'm a mermaid. You look so good with your flowing hair. My hat almost came off. Yes! But this is the bridge. This actually looks really nice. Are you phoning your auntie? Wow. Wait, let's do like pretend I'm your mum. Are you excited to go to see Coraline, hon?
Help me!
Are we excited to go see Coraline in 3D?
I'm shitting myself.
How are we? Oh,
Should I look at the camera?
there, and I'll tell you when you're looking at the camera. Okay, you're looking at the camera. That's like that way from the camera.
Oh, wait, no.
That's at the camera.
No, it's a wee bit down.
Is it? No, that's like, look, you're looking straight at me. Oh yeah, that's a bit down actually. What are we doing?
Oh my god, bro. Hell no, what the fuck, man?
We're gonna have literally the other mother popping her pussy in our face.
Help me!
Right, let's do an interview.
Okay.
So, hiya, welcome to your... Oh, screen 7's ready. Never mind, you're fired.
What about taking a photo, giving your...
Right, can I sleep in the bed tonight? I'm really sick of the mattress.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do the lesbian prevention guard.
Oh, you're so funny, 𝖕𝖊𝖙.
I'm not even fucking joking. I'm fucking serious. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not even fucking joking.
Why does it look like that?
Wait, why is it? Why look on?
What is it? I was laughing at it. Did you? Why does it look like that?
You're not my mother. My mother doesn't have buttons. These ribbons and braids and... Your grandma's black, right?
We just watched it.
Look at your one eye.
What did you think?
It was so good.
It was so good.
I cried like twice, but...
I literally... No, I didn't.
Just me.
Yeah, just you. So, you're just like such a weirdo, it's just you.
My eyes watering right now, but it's not crying. It's
I'm telling you, at the start when she came out.
when she came out.
Oh! I'm saying, let's be honest, girl.
I'm gonna get pink eye. I think I put makeup in my eye and it's been streaming all day and I'm gonna have pink.
No, that's because of the wind, I think.
No, but look. I don't know if you can see it.
You can barely notice it, and you can just use your finger and like blend it out.
Look how red this eye is.
It's a look though. I've got them on
It's
like
actually streaming down my face. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, we bet.
I wonder what's actually gonna happen.
Oh my god, yeah, so we have to stay at the end because they're showing us something at the end. Wow. Right, you know what? For those who know 𝖕𝖊𝖑𝖙.
You're the jerkwad that gave me the doll.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Right. Refund. Show it to me, Rachel. Rachel, please. Show it to Oh, their goal, recreate the iconic puppet design. Oh, wow.
It's been 50
15 years since Coraline was released, and here we are with a combination of the crew who worked on the original puppets, and some of whom were working on Coraline puppets for the first time, bringing her build into the modern age. I'm Simon Thompson. I'm delighted to be joined by Sid Tucker, Brian McLean, Jess Lynn,
Is that Jess Glenn?
Henry Brummelman, and Scott Tom. Thank you for offering your time between building Wildwood puppets to talk about the film and the puppet that started it all.
It's Coraline Jones.
Who remembers this? This is Coraline character design artwork. Now, when you guys look at these designs, what are the first questions and the challenges that you all, as puppet fabricators, see, and how do you begin to ideate a build?
First thing, I look at that and I think, how are those knees going to bend? That's the first thing I see.
What are those knees?
Put a joint in there that's going to actually operate and not collapse, be strong enough.
Try and break down the visual elements and try and start imagining how
See if she fucking smiled like that.
to compensate for them. Are we going to have special builds for them? Yeah, there's a lot of questions there.
There's a lot of panic sometimes.
A lot of panic.
Like you look at the knees, I look at those eyeballs and think they're huge. How are they going to fit inside the head? So I think each of us sort of look at it from our own vantage point and figure out how the heck are we going to do this.
Once we start working with sculpts, maquette, and then on top of that, once animation understands performance prompts, so looking at storyboards and knowing how it's going to behave, like all of that plays into the final product. So something, maybe we lose a certain shape in that design, but we gain something for a performance element.
What drives a lot of that is just the expectation. The animation that we're trying to produce has a lot more fluidity, has a lot more nuance, naturalism to it. And so that goes into everything. Our armature designs, how we engineer costumes, goes into facials. So that expectation becomes the driving force for everything.
It's also really easy, I think, to forget everything about her was a conscious choice, especially in her case, she's incredibly asymmetrical. And it could be so easy to kind of be like, oh, I'm just going to shore that up, kind of like lift that side or that, and forget that it was like, no, that was a choice.
Design choice.
That was a design choice at the time.
We meant to do it like that.
Yeah.
It's fun. You can actually look at the armature and see that one knee is significantly higher than the other, and that's on purpose.
What has changed in puppet fabrication since 2008?
So one of the benefits that we all can have access on this digital model now is that we can make costume dummies, so they can start the costume much earlier in the process. But it also lets us make digital molds while everybody else is making like the armature or the costume. And the fact that this is printed makes you able to print more molds at the same time.
Yeah, it was definitely more sequential. When we say that this was our original Coraline, that meant one sculptor had made one clay thing and that was it. So we had to give this delicate little thing to a mold maker and say, don't mess this up. This is it.
Yeah, and it was a lot harder to reiterate on, like, if you wanted to change anything on the body sculpt, how do you compare like the revisions to the original as well, which in 3D now we can just overlay that.
We're making copies on top of copies each time, and it's a challenge to lose fidelity as we are learning, as we're trying to recreate Coraline now 15 years later and trying to capture what we did the first time. Coraline was like his first film, so a lot of the structure for that film was built for that movie. We have a lot of versions of Coraline that we have to sift through to try to figure out what is our original, because we made Coralines for different purposes. And so it was a bit of an archaeological dig to try to figure out how to build Coraline again, because our original things have broken down over time.
Yeah, I mean, there's bits and pieces of costume, not everything, but there's something to go off of. There's armature bits left. There's some eye-rig bits left. There's, some boxes of stuff. And basically what we have in archives is whatever was left over from production.
Yeah, it was really fascinating. We were able to go to archives, and our archivists had pulled a lot of the original materials, and we learned some really fascinating facts, like that none of her seams on this raincoat were actually sewn. They were all glued. And I was able to really study these and sort of see what's on the inside, and all the foam on the inside is crumbled. But I was able to use this to take a pattern off of it.
Because we needed to make everything match with previous Coralines, we had to make some very specific choices. And that made us come to terms with choices we made 15 years ago. So we spent a lot of time starting to make sure that all of our rebuilds will match our old pieces, because we want to use our library faces.
Yeah, the replacement faces were a big part of Coraline's design expectation or performance expectation, I should say. I have here some Coraline faces, so they would come out in this white plastic. They then needed to be primered gray and then sanded smooth, and then they were painted with the lacquer. And we tried to figure out how we were going to paint Coraline's teeth. So we created a mouth bag. So you paint the teeth separately and then you'd stick it in behind, and they would register and snap into place.
I'm from Pontiac, Michigan.
So we quickly found that the faces will gradually start to wear out the plastic registration part of the head. So as you put faces on and off over and over again, eventually this part wears down. And we were kind of boxed in a corner because normally we would just take off the hair cap, put on a new core, but we couldn't.
Yeah, I think there was always this back and forth with our teams. Even just the tiniest little gap, like around the eyes, will be magnified. It can sometimes just be because one little piece of hair got wedged between the face and the registration of the head. We really wanted to maybe push stop motion hair. I think the scene, particularly when she's looking under the bed and you see all the individual strands fall down, it was interesting to see animators kind of request more and more, because it was pretty cool to just see how much life it brought to the performance rather than just having a single strand.
Come on, blue hair, my swampers, and raincoat.
Were you around when with the conversation became blue hair?
What I recall, and you can kind of see it on this sample right here, she reads more black, right?
Yeah.
The artist put in blue highlights. And then
midnight blue.
Yeah, and then something about that was like, oh, maybe she has blue hair. And then if you look in the film, there's a photograph of the family unit, and she has brown hair, supposed to represent where Coraline is in her relationship with her family. She's kind of, because it's like she wants the more colorful gloves, where her mom's kind of like, no, we're doing the uniform.
Put them back. But Mom, the whole school's gonna wear boring gray clothes. No one will have these.
It's iconic now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's hugely iconic. You can just see that color or that profile and you instantly know it's Coraline.
Huh.
When you were remaking these puppets 15 years later, what challenges did you expect and what did you not see coming?
We went through the archives and we had a look at what was there, and there seemed to have been like lots of different versions of this raincoat fabric. It's a wet look spandex, and they were maybe more popular in the early 2000s than they are now. So we were having a real hard time trying to find something similar, so we actually had to recreate it. As far as I know, which we learned from Deb Cook, our costume designer, there was actually a coating on top of this as well. So in the movie, it's a lot shinier than what you see here. The bottom of the jacket needs to deform, so all these wires need to be built in. It's actually got to move like real fabric. And on the original Coraline, those were actually quite stiff, so I've gone with more of a standard wire that the animators prefer on new movies. But I was referring back to the original Coraline, so I didn't want to change it too much. The wire actually kind of gives her that bell shape at the bottom of the jacket, so I didn't want to remove that because I feel like that was part of her character.
It was a pain in the butt to have to super glue an eyeball. And now our current builds of current puppets are a lot more user-friendly.
I've heard a lot of questions where, we utilize VFX and CG now to help comp in elements. And there's kind of like, well, but what about the handmade? Are you worried that's going to go away? And I can say that it just means more puppets, more units, more things, so we can just continue to add.
This idea of the computer coming into stop motion was a real fear. And I think and it was truthful, because a lot of people in stop motion had just gotten kind of burned by everything that they were used to was now being done in the computer.
I brought a friend.
It's great to see just how there's been this real acceptance of trying to use technology in a really artful way, and you don't have to lose the handmade quality.
It's not like our movies, how long it takes us is getting any shorter. If anything, it's like, well, we've saved time there, so let's get more ambitious here. It's like we've never done it to be like, hey, save some weeks.
And the efficiency is quickly absorbed with more.
That's exactly what this digital process now as well. It's not like it got much shorter. No, we're doing 16 revisions on a body instead of 4.
Exactly.
That's what it used to be.
It's there to give animators better control and there to give more creative input from the directors. That's why this stuff is important.
Then that means that you can get a higher quality product out because it's more considered.
Because we have a whole new generation of Coraline fans, what have these new puppet builds done to improve puppet performance and durability?
Because she is our most popular character. She wants to be used everywhere. So right now we're limited to just posing for still photos and things. And even that is wear and tear on the puppets and breaks them down. So having new silicone, new parts just means that now we could just have a new generation of puppets to use for whatever studio needs we want. And there's just more variety of what you can do with her and how we can show her to people.
It's so thrilling to have something this special, and the fact that we're making new ones that can kind of broaden that experience for people. We're really lucky that we got this opportunity to both work with Coraline again and to just further her interaction with her audience.
What this gives me is a reminder that the work we were doing 15 years ago, it was hard then, it's still hard now, and we're still pushing. Our tools are better, and we've learned a lot. We've inspired new people who can bring sort of new life to stuff we've done in the past. It's what feeds our future, is the seeds of Coraline.
Right, that better be the fucking end because I'm getting bored.
Oh.